But the big thing you want to get, and something that if we didn't have the Pegasus boots for, we wouldn't be able to obtain, is, as you can imagine, the ocarina. You should learn to play many songs, although the game will only allow you to play 3 of them. And this is very important for the story and the plot, and is unfortunately not one of the required instruments to beat the game, technically. I don't know, so I guess technically we're playing 9 instruments, but upon collecting that, we can speak to Marin and learn the Ballad of the Windfish. Although I think it's almost better to learn it later, I think. But just because this is such a nice spot, and I'd like to have, you know, some usage of this ocarina, a small instrument that plays a haunting tone. Let's go ahead and learn it now. Hey, that's a nice ocarina you have there. Will you accompany me as I sing? So, how do you like it? It's really touching, isn't it? Does it stick in your mind? Absolutely. Especially after all these years. But we've learned the Ballad of the Windfish. This song will always remain in your heart. Even as mutts try to come up and get your tunic wet. Please remember this song. You should play it every once in a while to keep it fresh in your mind. And much like Zelda's Lullaby in future games, it really does kind of act as sort of a key to certain plot events. So it's a good idea to try to learn some of those. But because we're already here, we have some roops to kill. And personally, I love playing this game. I am such a big fan of these sorts of games. We're going to go and do Trendy Game one more time and grab this spinny spine. And life will be good for us. So let's go ahead and hopefully grab it. Now, keep in mind, this is completely optional. At no point is, you know, grabbing all of the figurines. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, then. This is not required. It doesn't get you anything special. The only thing it does, by collecting all 10 figurines and putting them in stands throughout Mabe Village, is the ability to play this game at a reduced price of 5 rupees. And at that point, the last one you can only get in the post game, so it's not even worth it to do. It's like you're not collecting anything beyond that. Like I said, we might as well do it just for funsies. And just because I'm utterly curious, I would like to see what Josh Peck is up to. No, let's check out old man Grandpa Ryra. In the Yarna Desert, which is located in the southeast of the island, you will find something called the Angler. How much more obvious do I have to be? Bye. Click. Cool, thanks. And you know what? Speaking of which, before we go to the Yarna Desert, okay, let's make life easy for ourselves. I completely forgot about this. We're gonna go harass Bow Wow for a second. We're gonna head into the library because as you recall, and as I recall, there's something very high up there that I cannot reach. This is a bookshelf. What? You can see that? Okay. I love this omniscient narrator. I always envision it in the voice of the Catherine narrator, which you guys should hopefully be watching at this point. Oh, or he's jumping on the couch now. He's like, did someone say Catherine? Catherine? No. Okay, we're done. Anyways, we can cuss ourselves so that we can read about the hidden power of color. There's a new world of color under the 5 gravestones. Oh, okay. So 1 down, 2 left, 3 up, 4 right, 5 up. So it basically goes in a clockwise direction. Try with all your might, and you may open a new path. Are you worthy to receive the power of color? Oh, absolutely. What's this world of color about? Maybe you should try it and see. The climax of the game is approaching. Please enjoy the rest of the Catherine Full Body. Very nice. So let's do that. Now that we have our newlywed ocarina in hand, I don't think we really have to worry about it too much. And because we have the bow, that might work as well, but we're gonna hold off on using that for the time being. You guys can imagine what it's like using it. And unfortunately, at least in my experience, finding arrows in the overworld is pretty incredibly annoying, and I don't think you really do unless you get into later parts of the game where you start seeing them more often, but it's not really worth it right now to use it. I just like to, you know, destroy things with rocks. And speaking of which, hold on, hold the phone. Everything is coming back to me. It's not this one, it's the next one. I clearly have not reviewed any sort of notes or guides onto this recording session. So if things seem a little haphazard and just kind of, you know, flunky, I apologize. I hope you guys enjoy regardless, and let's go head over here, because this is something we could have done. Run, Link, run like your life depends on it. Oh, those guys, these angry sons of bitches. So we could head over here, grab this chest right here, this treasure. And what are you? 50 rupees. All right, sure. I'll take it, I guess. But the real coup d'etat is right here. And explode the spark, damn it. Nope, not happening. We're gonna head over here, grab ourselves another piece of heart. This is lovely. Whew. All right, nice. Ori's making biscuits behind me. He loves it. He loves making the biscuits. Oh, man. So can I even escape out of here? Is there no possible way for me to do it? Weird. All right, I guess I'll go this way. Why not? Yeah, he's tuckered out now. He is like ready to settle in. Excuse me, for the night. So, now that that's all done, what else do we want to do? Off screen, I should mention, I also did go and speak to Dompe, and I completed another one of the dungeons, although... Oh, when did I pick up a fairy? Okay, well that's that. I went and did another thing, and I think I will end up showing a little bit more after the 4th dungeon, and after this upcoming dungeon, because there's going to be some really nice configurations for us after that. And something I should mention also regarding that is the possibility of amiibo, which I might actually end up utilizing. You can only use the Legend of Zelda amiibo, and it's kind of annoying because it doesn't do anything other than, you know, give you chamber stuff. So we're not going to bother too much with it. But in my experience, I went and learned that apparently, there you go, the left Joy-Con has an NFC reader on it, and I was always wondering how people can do the amiibo stuff without the console. So I don't know why I'm trying to fight the undead here. There's really no need for it. So those clues from the library correspond to these gravestones here, and what we actually want to do, excuse me, Mr. Zombie Man, is go ahead, keep an eye on where this guinea is. And we're going to touch all of the gravestones. Touch them all. There it is. And keep an eye on that first one, because once we kill him, these other ones will get killed as well. So if we can just go ahead and focus all of our efforts, concentrate them on the head of the snake. There we go. We did it. Although this arrow, there it is. So what was it again? You can kind of tell on the ground actually what you need to do. So we're gonna go and defile these graves. Up, right, all around, downtown. And wow, Link really is gonna be robbing some graves. But ladies and gentlemen, in addition to Link's Awakening, that was not in the original, but did make its debut in the DX version, is the Colored Dungeon. Look at these guys. Man, good thing I'm colorblind. This is the Colored Dungeon, and we're the Color Guard. You'll need magic powder to get anywhere in here. Thank you, Dion and Gar. Say the word, and I'll sell you some. What in the world do you need rupees for down here, good sir? But he's right. Magic powder is going to be relatively important to defeating the Buzz Blob in here. And we've also got these goo monsters. Excuse me. Okay, I didn't mean to pick that up, but get out of here. So this is going to be relatively interesting, and if I'm not mistaken, I think some... Oh boy, this thing. Whoa, why did that hit 3 times? I only pressed the button once. Must have been because of my overpowered sword. And we already got the compass. Nice. What was I even talking about? Dropping magic powder on someone? We don't even need that until the boss. So I'm gonna hold on to this. I'm gonna set you right there. And you're going to give me something good. Right? Rupees! Rupes for days. I will take them even though I don't really need them. My wallet's getting a little fat. Nice, thanks. I appreciate you wasting all my powers. Alright. Oh, this room. Alright. Those enemies are incredibly annoying, but for whatever reason, we have the bounciest rocks in the history of the world. Although something I will say that I really appreciate about this dungeon is the OG Zelda 1 remix that's playing. Oh, it's so good. Alright, so as one can clearly see, so long as they are not, you know, color deficient, put the balls in the holes they correspond to, and you're good. You are set to go. And keep in mind, this dungeon is completely optional. At no point is this required. But I would recommend it. It's a fun little thing, and it's actually a lot more challenging than a lot of the other ones. Hello, sirs. How dare you? Don't appreciate it. I don't think there's like a trick to those guys. I think they're just there to, you know, jump up in front of you. Those little goo balls, and there is magic powder in those things. Nice. I was a little skeptical. Let's go head over here. And, ooh, there's something here. Something here. So once they hit red, they break through, which is hilarious because they fall down like a bunch of dum-dums. And I don't think we even need to kill these guys. They're just gonna do it themselves. Wait here long enough. I wonder, actually. You dummy. Yeah, we don't even get an additional chest, man. So we got through the one way, and we're back in this room. Yikes. Okay, now, I think we actually want to head right real quick, because this might actually be a dead end, and we'll need the nightmare key at some point, so yeah, I'm just gonna go and skip you guys. Oof, Jesus, yeah. And oh boy, this is fun. So what do you tell me? Try if you dare, make every tile square. Wait, what? Excuse me. What? Make every tile square? I thought you were supposed to say turn all the circles blue, which I think. Let's try this. There we go. Easy peasy, man. I will take that key, and I'm gonna make a fool out of myself on that last puzzle. I'll tell you right now. All right, what are you doing? You wanted to leave? How dare you? It's like Ori trying to like sneak out the door when I get home. The other day, I was walking in with groceries, and what I usually do is I put them like down at like towards my knees so he can't escape. Because the second he hears me walking up the stairs from outside, he'll sprint to the door and sneak out only so that he can go and scratch our neighbor's like welcome rug out there, or welcome mat, whatever you want to call it. And it's funny because the other day he actually snuck in and boo, I am no weakling. And I had no idea. I even had groceries and he still snuck past me and I was wondering where he was and he started meowing from outside and I was like, what the fuck? I thought he was outside all night. All right, well, here we've got the giant buzz blob and this is why we want this nonsense. Go ahead and activate that and get zapped in the process, because why not? And one more, here we go. And the thing is, that's annoying about this guy, electricity runs through his soul. Might be a little, there we go. Oh wow, he still got me. Ooh. Oh my god, this guy's kicking my ass. All right, lovely. So, there it is. Yeah, I think that window definitely gets a little shorter. All right, he should probably only take one more hit. Ooh, all right. Man, this game is not doing great. What the? No, how dare you? There it is. God damn. I need to run out and grab some more health, eh? Hero mode was clearly not the pristine choice, although, can I do this? Seems as though I should be able to. There we go. Nice. Are you gonna give me a key? Oh, the nightmares key. Lovely. All right, well, good thing we went in this direction first. And you know what? Just because I kind of want to show it, And this boss, this mini boss, not the Buzz Blob, but this next guy, this next son of a bitch is the worst mini boss in the entire game. Oh boy. I want to show what happens when our health gets down to 0. It's not super important, and I don't need to show it, but because we have it, I'm gonna go ahead and use it, just as to not waste a fairy, I guess. We head up here, and let's get our bombs out. This guy. Oh, I hate him. What a greedy fool. You want more power? A buffoon like you might as well give up and go home. Look who's talking, bud. So, another one of those examples where if he jumps, you want to avoid, and these rocks, there it is. So they do 2 hearts each, and when you die, all your health becomes restored, which is fine. I just didn't want to leave the dungeon. No, I jumped.